Sup y'all, it's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today we're continuing the Glory of the Draenor Hero Achievement Guides with Come With Me If You Want to Live. Now what this requires is you have to take Croman, who's basically Conan the Barbarian, who's behind the slave master there, pushing around that little thing, just like in the movie, Conan the Barbarian. What a surprise. Pretty much what you have to do here is you kill Slave Watcher, or Slave Watcher, Crushto, and after you kill him, you go over to the next boss, so you have to kill this guy first, because the other boss, after you kill him, there's like another RP event where Croman has to actually get his sword, because what you have to do is that you have to have Croman get his sword, and then after you get his sword, then after that you have to kill the last boss, right? And you can't wipe at all. If you wipe ever, what's going to happen is that Croman is just going to despawn, and you're fucked. You've got to wait till tomorrow, right? So you don't want to have that happen. Make sure that you take a good group, unlike me. As you see here, part of this dungeon is going to be like with one type of people, and the other part is going to be with another type of people. That's because I actually made a pre-made for this, and they fucked it up. And I went and I pugged it, and I got it right. That's right, I did a pre-made, and I couldn't get it done, and I got it done with a pug. Like, I can't even believe that even happened, right? But either way, so you go back here behind Slave Master Crushto, and you talk to Croman, and then that's pretty much it. Now, Croman is not really going to take a whole lot of damage. Like, he may be taking, I don't know, like maybe 20k damage in like a boss fight, right? So don't really worry about healing him, but any healer should be doing this, but I shouldn't even have to say this, but it's common sense. Make sure that you have the Croman set as your focus target, or you're at least paying attention to his health, because who knows, maybe you might die some other way. Who the fuck knows, as I said. And so another good idea is you want to clear the trash to Magmatalis before you kill Slave Master Crushto, in case you wipe on the trash or something dumb like that, because you don't want to leave anything up to chance, because again, this is like, you've got this one chance of getting this done each day, and then like you fuck it up, and it's just like, okay, you know, see everybody tomorrow, we're idiots, right? And so after you kill Magmatalis, Croman's like, okay, you know, this is where my sword is. He's in the fire, and I don't know, like, I guess he can trust his sword, because I think that's what he's about to say. I've only seen it like 15 times because I've wiped this achievement. Like, let's not even talk about that. So after you get the get Croman's sword, now you have to get his sword, by the way. If you don't get his sword, you don't get the achievement. All right, you've got to get his sword. And you have to kill Rolltile. Now this is, again, you cannot wipe, and so make sure, like, what we did here is that this was a pug, and so I told them to pop hero at the start, and it made it a lot easier. And so as you can see here, I think we had like one guy die. I think it was actually a girl, but either way, it doesn't even really matter. But you pretty much just have to kill Rolltile again, and Croman isn't really going to take too much damage here either, and you'll see that at some point. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, somebody died. And so this really isn't that hard to do. Like, guys, you pretty much just have to go through the dungeon without wiping. Like, it's, when you think about it, guys, it's really easy, okay? It's just right now, you know, like some of the stuff in beta is like really hard to do, and so, you know, it can be kind of an issue. Now that he says that, what does he say? He said something, right? It's probably some kind of quote from the movie. And either way, so after you do that, you have to go to the last boss. And I already killed all the trash. I don't really want to talk too much about that. Now, I am going to talk about kind of how to prevent a wipe here. Now, I'm going to do like guides for all the dungeons also, but I do want to talk about like what I did to prevent, like to ensure that we would actually kill this boss, because if we didn't kill this boss, I would have been really, really upset. And so either way, what we did is we waited for heroism to come back off cooldown. And we pretty much popped hero right at the start, because the ads are not really going to spawn. By the way this fight works is that he spawns ads just like during the fight, and you have to kill the ads and slow and stun them before they get to the furnaces around them. And if you don't do that, then the ads just fucking go insane, and everybody's taking 1,000,000 damage, and then he's also doing damage, and like your healer is like having a heart attack probably, because everybody's got a fire debuff and taking fire damage, and there's this other thing doing fire damage, and it's like, oh my god, right? And so you definitely don't want to have an ad hit. Like, that's really what I want you guys to take away from this. Unstable slag, there's one of them. Now you guys already know that I did the video about how to get the achievement or not killing any unstable slag. And so you can do that too at the same time, but I really wouldn't recommend it, okay? Because you don't want to have any mistakes. Now, another thing, I almost forgot about this, I'm glad I said this now, is that you also get Croman as a follower. He's an epic Garrison Follower if you get this achievement done. Everybody gets this, and so this is amazing. It's like a, as I said before, guys, it's a win-win situation. You get the you get this achievement done, which is going to get you the boar, right, from the 5-man achievements. You get all the 5-man achievements, you get like white boar or something like that. And then on top of that, you get Croman as a follower in your garrison, right, doing missions for you, all kinds of stuff. And obviously, this guy really knows what he's doing because he's doing this entire fight and he's not even taking any damage, right? So this is pretty much better than anybody else in this group, including me. Now, you also want to kind of have what is it called? You want to have dispels. Like I thank you. I don't know who I'm thanking. I'm thanking, like, I guess myself for reminding myself. But yeah, anyway, he's going to cast a buff on himself, and it's going to make him like cast faster. And if he gains 3 stacks of this buff, he explodes, and everybody probably takes like 150,000 damage or something like that. And it's probably going to kill somebody if he explodes. So you don't want him to explode. Make sure that you dispel a debuff. It's like a molten shell debuff, and just make sure you dispel that off him. And also interrupt as many different fireball casts as possible. Stun the unstable slags, kill the unstable slags, and then the boss will die. Now, if you don't get the achievement immediately, don't worry. Don't have a little panic attack, because that's what I did right here. And then right there, then as soon as I saw him do that, I was happy because I knew that it was going to happen. And so there's the Garrison Follower, Croman, and then I get an achievement for that, an epic something like that, an epic buddy, right? So my buddy Croman is obviously an epic. And there's the achievement, come with me if you want to live. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much all it takes. It's kind of annoying, but I think it's really not that hard to do. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.